Hey, you guys, what up? What up? Welcome back to episode 12 of Ty Squared. It's your boy Ty.
Anti.
I got wings, but really it's Team Flex, Team Flex. Um, so we're gonna do a little mukbang red flag 1, 2 today. We both compiled a list of red flags. I just informed Ty that it didn't have to be all dating, so most of his is gonna cover dating, but we're gonna rock out with it. Also, thank y'all for the love on TikTok. I did a promotion for an ad. A lot of people are receiving the videos pretty well, so that's good. Um, give us a share, give us a like, follow our socials. Let us know what y'all want to hear from us talking about. Like a lot of people say they like our energy and stuff like that. So, with that being said, thank y'all for the support so far and thus far. And I'm high, y'all. I'm high. How's your day been, Ty?
Hmm. Eventful as usual.
Um,
hmm
do you want to share?
Um, Legally, just in case. I don't think I can
Oh,
right
you
now.
right.
So
You right. Later on, later on.
later on.
Well,
but
I
it
don't
was.
sign HIPAA. So y'all, when I was walking out urgent care to get my blood work done, y'all go get yourselves tested. Shout out to Tamar. Tamar, get on my nerves. She do. But she's on prep. And I was like, hopefully this breaks the stigma of people thinking this is something like y'all, a lot of y'all really think only gay men can get STDs and STIs. Y'all sound dumb as fuck. And a lot of y'all niggas, y'all don't go to the doctor. Y'all ain't taking care of yourself. That's a whole other conversation. But y'all be safe out here. I stay in Atlanta, and yes, Atlanta has a lot of gay people, but Augusta has a lot of straight people, and we're number 6 nationwide. So it doesn't have no us STI don't have a purpose in sexuality. That's y'all, but they don't discriminate unlike y'all. So handle up on your health.
Please.
But yeah, I ain't take it. So um, this man passed out, and I had to ask ChatGPT because I be feeling like I'm a little socio sometimes. So I kind of froze up. He passed out, and I was walking out, and I heard him. So I turned around. Everybody rushed to his aid, and that's one thing that I can say that is that's nice. Like, granted, I don't care for a lot of this area. It's kind of like older master types. So, like, I don't always feel necessarily safe here. And when I say safe, I'm not saying like I'm scared, but just like there's a lot of them you people around here. So Uno reverse. But the fact that they still saw that black man pass out and like still went rushing his aid, like I was like, okay, all right. And it wasn't just the workers, some people did too. And it was it was like a nice moment to see humanity for the win, regardless of race and all that stuff, I will say that. But I froze. It's like a fight or fight or freeze type of reaction. They talk about it in psychology. Well, nonetheless, I love my psychology teacher in college. But nonetheless, I froze up and I was like, oh my god, fuck, like so. I just asked her, did they want me to call anybody? She said they got it, they're good. They got them in a wheelchair. So that was a lot. But I just had to check because I was like I felt what Chat GPT said, it's natural to feel like you didn't do enough, but like you're good. Give yourself some kindness. So what was you gonna really do? I think more so it was me. Also the fact that after about after I had drove off for 2 minutes, I was pretty much recalibrated, like I was normal again. So I didn't feel like you know what I mean. So I don't know. But shout out to ChatGPT.
Um, excuse me.
I'm a piece of a good person.
Me working in the field that I work in. doing that,
Mm-hmm.
amongst other things. Your first time seeing stuff like that is very surreal because I was definitely like that. I didn't know what to do, and even after doing it for a while, I've had a lady pass out and urinate on herself and all kind of stuff, and I still be like, "Ooh, let me get you some help." I think
Mm-hmm.
that initial moment of you're kind of frozen, you don't really know what to do. So
Yep.
completely normal, especially when it's something brand new.
I would have to get you some help, baby, because I can't clean up. Mm-mm. I got enough of that doing Uber. I said, oh, I can't be no nurse and cleaning up people throw up bodily fluids. I don't even like dealing with my own.
Or the dogs.
Well, I mean, she don't really go in the house too often. She's adjusted pretty well from going from outside to inside. Um,
Damn, you know how to clean a bone.
I will not step off my chair out to throw tomatoes at you, sweetheart. And entire cherry still too, but that's another conversation. So, one of these red flags.
Oh wow.
My first one is men that say when they say females. I just feel like it's another way to say bitch. When I could go on this long explain reasoning why, but I'm gonna just say it's the same way that men say zesty instead of gay or the F word. So it ain't no difference. Like y'all want to say bitch, it's usually used in a pejorative sense. Um, but yeah, females also submissive and alpha. Like bitch, I don't want to engage in conversation with you if you a man and I hear that out of your mouth. Instantly, like I'm instantly intellectually turned off. And I'm not even saying it in the sense of any type of intimacy. I was just saying in general, like, people's conversations can really turn you on, get your brain activated and stuff. I'm instantly turned off in that way. I'm gonna be like, that's the incel. That's a piece of an incel. You might not be one, but to me, that's just incel shit. I literally reposted this story earlier. And these two cops killed this girl. First of all, she was 24. And the comments they were saying they got together when she was like a teenager. I don't like that. That's fucking disgusting. These men look in their upper 30s. And guess what? They're black cops. And they killed her because she wouldn't submit. That is why people, the likes of Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, and all them motherfuckers, like all that bullshit y'all perpetuating, you got blood on your hands, bitch. You got blood on your hands, bitch. Every time one of these niggas go out, and they being disrespectful to women because they learn that shit from y'all. Y'all over here with y'all grifting asses. And it's so men really will circle jerk each other's bullshit. That is so crazy to me. But that's another conversation. Let me calm down. But yeah, I can't stand y'all. Some of y'all just disgust the fuck out of me. Nasty, deplorable human beings don't deserve lineage. Don't deserve. Let's say don't deserve shit, bitch. But yeah, um, binary thinkers is my next red flag. We're gonna go two at a time. So binary thinkers, for people who don't know what I mean, basically you're that person that you can't think in nuance. Like you can't only see things one way or another. Like for me, I can see the nuance and somebody who is falling on hard times and got caught shoplifting groceries. Yes, they falling on hard times. They had to turn around doing what they thought they had to do at that moment. And we're in an economy that's not trying to pay nobody anything. Everybody hiring, nobody paying. So I don't know what delusion y'all living in. And it's so cold hearted to me sometimes how people attack like the homeless or people who have less. Bitch, it's not your business what people's using they snap you. EBT for a bitch. And why do you think because somebody has less than you, that bitch, if somebody want a piece of a crab leg and they're able to get it off their EBT, good to them. Seafood shouldn't be no fucking luxury, bitch. Y'all got the game fucked up. Y'all always sounding like y'all oppressors. All of y'all. Y'all don't be listening to the way y'all talk. Going up to bat for these billionaires and shit. Clown shit. Whack. But yeah, I don't like non-binary thinkers. I like people who are like, can try to see things from both sides, you know.
Hmm.
What do you think? Also, what do you think about both of them, actually?
I agree with both.
Okay. What are your two red flags?
The first two are very well known, common stuff. As of all my red flags, but the first two are very well known.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is love bombing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's going on here that you feel like you need to, do all that? Like, why?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's an ulterior motive behind someone love bombing you, which leads into my next red flag, which is manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like those are hand in hand. And as we all know, you are to never, if you can help it, consciously let anyone manipulate you because just fucked up. But yeah, those are my two for the
Do you
moment.
think we're not all capable of manipulation in certain instances?
Yeah, I think we all are, depending now whether we actually act upon it and do it. I still think
Mhm.
we are all capable of doing it, especially
Because
when it comes
y'all know y'all
to
manipulating your
certain.
resumes. Y'all know y'all manipulating your resumes. I keep playing.
Mhm. When
As
it
you
comes to
should.
certain people or certain things, yeah.
You know, it's pissed me off the fact that they be wanting people to interview just so they can say they get a quota of interviews. They know they have no intention of hiring you. They be wasting your whole time during the interview. They knew they weren't going to hire you when you came in.
Oh
As
my god,
qualified as you can be.
I had that happen. I had a phone interview, an in-person interview, and they wanted me to shadow the job for 8 hours. Did all that just for them to tell me, "Oh well, we're gonna look for other candidates because the previous place that you came from, we've had a lot of y'all come from there, and it never works out good."
That's what's, well, you want to keep your reputation good. But if you was in a different industry, I would have told you to cuss them out.
Yeah, cause
Because you knew that. You knew that the whole
y'all
time.
wasted
You
my
knew I was
time.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
People like to play with people. I can't stand some. That's my red flag. People who play with people. I can't stand it. But yeah.
And then goes to tell me if anything changes or whatever the case may be, I always have a spot there I could come back and apply later on. Like,
No.
okay, thank you. I guess not really.
Mhm. Go to hell. All right. So back to me. Um, my next two red flags are bad tempers and deflections. And I think this can happen sometimes with binary thinkers. Like, for instance, you can call out the behavior of one person, and then somebody that's in proximity to that person, somebody gonna start calling out what they do. We're not talking about them right now. We're talking about what this person doing. So I mean, you just stick on subject of what this person doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then people who have bad tempers, I'm prone to believe. Excuse me. People who have bad tempers, especially like over simple shit, I think they're just dumb. Like if you're quick to anger, quick to use your hands, now that's something like okay with the housewives. Usually the ones that are fighting, they can't really read. They can't fight you with their tongue, so they fight you with their hands. I kind of look at people in a similar way.
I think that's a mental illness.
What?
when you, I mean, of course, there's a certain point where people get upset, maybe like, fuck words, it's time to scrap. But if you just right off the bat, always an angry person, easily to irritate, easily to get mad, there is something wrong. You need
I
to
mean, it
see.
could be mental, but it could also be what y'all ingesting. Like real talk. Like I've gotten into it with other black men on the job before. And I mean, I look at what we consume as black men on average. All these rappers and what they rap about, and y'all want to deflect to Sexy Red, but not talk about what the shit y'all be listening to. Kill a nigga, rob a nigga. Like you listen to that and consuming that on a day-to-day basis. You don't have no balance. You don't listen to R&B as well. And we know y'all don't listen to pop because y'all stupid. Oh, y'all over there trying to prove that y'all so damn masculine. So I'm not gonna really probably listen to pop that much unless it's a certain type of niche person. Like for instance, Tyler the Creator appeals to niggas even though he's gay. There's something that's different there. Probably also the fact, I mean, I don't follow him, but I've never seen him in anything super feminine. So for him, he's probably, I could be wrong, but now he did say, I'm that nigga and I'm that bitch. I'm hollering. That was good and sticky. I was like, okay, I'm hurt. I did not like when the beat switched though. I mean, everybody part should have been longer to me. I kind of want to mix it. I don't know. We'll see. But I, there's something different with him. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like with Lil Nas X, we know how niggas feel about him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it could be the trolling, it could be the other stuff, but a lot of y'all, it's as deep as this is a man who steps in the feminine and masculine way he wants when y'all don't like that shit. And if he suck dick or take it, or he gives it to other men. Like, it's just that simple. But yeah, that's what I was saying though. Like, when you have that, like I've gotten into it before, like other black men on the job. And we all know me, I have a split mouth. Like, not unprovoked, and I do choose and pick my battles wisely. But at the end of the day, it's a certain way with certain situations you're just not gonna handle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grown, like got bills and shit.
This my
I'm
coochie.
trying
I
to
could
get
do.
out the hood.
I'm a big girl now.
Anyways, so what did you think about what I said?
I agree.
What is as hard as you the chicken? Y'all be saying extra crispy. I don't like extra crispy. I can't even eat this rat.
What was that?
About ass
Oh
piece
god.
of chicken. Let me do my YouTube. Hold on. Can you see it now? Can you see the product, guys?
You funny.
Looks like you looking like to me. Okay. So do you agree? And then what's your next two red flags?
Scraping the bowl. Being real big backish right now.
Oh, I thought you said that was a red flag. I was gonna say, well, don't watch me
Well,
when I get to this soup because this was a Panera Bread. So let me stop. That bitch was buy two for $6. Well, I had got one and
yeah,
I was like, bitch, why you ain't get another one? Like,
that's a good deal.
that's a deal, Kroger, because Kroger like to mark shit down 20 cents. They call that a deal. Bitch, get out my face, Kroger. That's one
Love a
thing
good
y'all
Kroger.
consistently do that be pissing me off. They've done it so many times over the years.
Love me a good Kroger now.
There should be, I do like it, but I don't like that. Like, if something's gonna be a sale, I'm just saying logistically. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all, I spend money. Um, no problem. And I've told y'all before, I don't like when black men feed us to the narrow that we are cheap, but it is hard out here. So I'm like, this a sale should be at least $5 less. I think
I
that's
feel
fair
you with
enough,
that.
stable price for every product. At least $5 less. We can get higher now. It can get higher, but excuse me, maybe $2 less. Yeah, because a box of
Three.
popcorn, three. Well, some stuff is $3 still, so that's what I'm saying. $2 less.
Uh,
Three, we deserve shit. Three. Y'all knew the risk when y'all watched the mukbang. Don't play with me. I eat real classy, but this wings, so child, it is what it is.
um, um,
Um, He keep coming to me, y'all know when I cross his ass the fuck out. What you think about my things though? My red flag.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that men that you talk to who are quick to anger are usually on the like more delayed side, slower? Chromosomes not all the way there.
Um.
Like there are valid reasons to blow up. Let me be very clear. But just over simple shit, stupid shit, like a
Yeah.
man
I.
who would
I.
shoot a man. There was a story where this man shot a man for cutting him off on the road. I can understand the initial anger that somebody just put your danger in life. It's happened to me before, and I ain't even gonna hold you. I need to get a piece, just in case. But um, I get it, the initial anger, but you'd have followed this person and shot them dead. Now your life is over. Over. I mean, I'm not gonna say a mild annoyance because it is your life in that vehicle, but at the same time,
Hmm.
you couldn't simmer down enough. And I think the story said, um, I think the time of distance was like 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, you couldn't calm down, have a talk with yourself man to man and say, you know what, I know I'm angry, but I'm about to go, fuck my life up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm turn this down, do not start off. I'm slipping. But yeah. Okay, what's your next two red flags?
Mm.
Your next two
Um.
red flags?
Gaslighting
That's how you eat chicken, y'all.
off the bone.
I hate this hoe. Okay, so you said gaslighting, and what else?
Gaslighting. Because there seems to be a lot of that going on. Not even just relationships, but just people in general. Like it really it does something to me.
I can't stand
And
when somebody trying to tell me that lemonade is piss, and vice versa. Like that's one of the things with these damn, and I got this reality TV show shit on here because that's why I'm here. So y'all just gonna have to hear about it for a couple episodes. Suck a dick, I don't care. But just because I like the way that it really shows people's like it can show narcissism, it can show many different traits that I feel like yeah, this is one person on a reality show, but this can echo a lot of the people in our community at times. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But yeah, I agree. Those are definitely red flags.
yup.
Um, so my next two red flags, stinginess and one-sided relationships. Um, I am never gonna be that man that, like, for instance, we had a cousin, or I don't know about a cousin. I don't know, can't remember the relation. I probably should just say a relative, anyways. But a relative that got married. She went around and asked for. I guess she just needed to physically hear someone say, "Don't do it." But she went around and asked everybody, like they've been together for so long, I think, and they have not gotten married. And basically, everybody's like, not that he ain't shit, but it's like, for instance, he don't have her same ambition. Um, no, actually, he was a little ain't shit. I can't remember what my parents explained, but I was like, so ain't nobody gonna object to this? And black people, it ain't my business, blah blah blah, this that, and the third. I don't know how we have that approach one day, the next day is it takes the village because y'all gonna be the village. Because if they get pregnant, I don't know, I can't remember if she wants a baby. I think she has a son. But if they get pregnant, he ain't gonna. It don't sound like he's gonna be a rich help. Like I'm just saying, I'm not gonna clap for somebody getting in like a union that I know is not good and certain. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like when I see people do shit like that. And we know your Yelp reviews, the nigga Yelp reviews. We know how he's moved in current relation. Like that player, what was his name? Um, the song, the something like that. He got married the other day. His wife up in the ring and the thing like this. Oh, laughing like this. Man, he got like 23 sexual assault cases. Most of them mention massages. We know how y'all niggas are, to the point to where some women won't even take male clients. I'm going to go get massages, and as calming as my mannerisms and presence can be, the women still feel there's a little uncomfortability there sometimes, and I can't blame them. I done heard stories about y'all nutting on them, trying to assault them, harass them. Like, ain't no attack on me. Y'all are attacking everyone else. Terrorizers, terrorists. This man literally got arrested for pissing and getting his STI, herpes, whatever it was, in six
Mm.
women's water bottles. And this fucking system built by men that somebody tried to tell me the other day, women don't get as harsh sentences as men. That motherfucker infected 12 women for no fucking goddamn reason, and he's getting 6 years. But you want to tell me women are treated fairly and more fairly in the system than men? In the system that men created? Okay, well then talk to the men that created it, bitch. The fuck? Y'all just be
That
talking at y'all ass.
that reminded me of that TikTok video when that man said that, and the woman was like, "Well, who set that system up?"
There we go. Y'all mad, just like y'all be mad at the hoes y'all created. Especially black men. Y'all be getting on nerves with that. Y'all ain't following the black girls that's wearing sweaters and shit. You following thongs. Well, some of y'all ain't even following the black girl shit. But y'all get this is what I'm saying. Like y'all just, oh my god, men really do struggle with accountability as I think as a collective. I honestly do. And we all gonna have our up and down days, but some of y'all are fucking psychotic and crazy. Let me take it back to these niggas killed that lady. By the way, they killed her in front of her fucking children.
Excuse me. Mm.
But at any rate, yeah, I don't like one-sided relationships. Sorry, little tangent. I don't like seeing abusive relationships. On either side. It happens more to women than it does to men because men are just by far men are going to harm women more. No amount of he-man hater, um, feminism, no amount of that is going to erase the fact that you can physically overpower a woman, and a lot of y'all motherfuckers are dumb, so you don't have the brain to tongue tussle with her, so you get physical. We've seen the
Mm.
videos of y'all asking for numbers, getting turned down, kicking phones. Some of y'all niggas are fucking intolerable.
That's why I say that's a form of mental illness, because it ain't no way you get turned down and you're
You
ready to
need to be
kill,
put
ready to
down. I'm
kill
sorry,
someone.
you can't reform everything. I get what you're saying, and I don't doubt that, but
Mm.
some of y'all motherfuckers need to be put down. Like narcissism, you can't do that with a narcissism. That shit happened in childhood. There's no healing that shit. Well, y'all want to be mad somebody saying niggas ain't shit. Girl, fuck you. Um, I also don't really understand you. It's like I said earlier, now I do realize that, like for instance, the skit, it turned out to be a skit. And I was talking about this with a friend yesterday. It turned out to be a skit, but the whole McDonald's thing that happened a couple years ago with baby mama, baby daddy. Do you remember that? He got the baby McDonald's. He didn't want to get the step kids McDonald's.
Yeah,
Okay, or step babies, whatever. If you're a motherfucking family unit, bitch, that's what a fucking blended family is. I know a lot of y'all didn't have y'all daddy, so y'all niggas can't understand this. I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to brag, or I'm not trying to say that, because I didn't have my stuff with my family. But I'm just saying, you don't, um, and we're doing better, by the way. I do want to say that too. But you don't want to, like, y'all, I don't know. I be so confused. 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 The way we be thinking, the way we be saying shit. Y'all beliefs and ideals, I do not understand. If you merge with somebody who has children, those are not your children. That's how that works. You can't date somebody and not date their fucking kids. And for two reasons, I hated this story because for one, it fed into the stinginess of black men, but also the characteristics of I forgot what my fucking thought was going. But bitch, let's take it to the simple fact that McDonald's is not that fucking expensive, y'all. I mean, like in comparison. Let me do some math for you. Get your kid the meal and you don't want to get the kid. Let's say, okay, because pettiness happens. whatever. You don't want to get the kids full meals, whatever. Get them 2 chicken nuggets with fries and get a large fry, and they can split that. It's that fucking simple. It really is. What a large fry about $5.99, $4.99 now, maybe.
About $5.
Okay, so $5, and then the 2 nugget meals, 10 piece. Or hell, if they don't eat a lot, get them 12 piece. It's that fucking simple. But you got black men online talking about, oh, he ain't got to take care of the. He's dating her. Granted, it's a skit, but in real life, no, he's fucking dating her. And you a piss poor ass man if you would sit there and say that you shouldn't treat the kids equally. If that's the case, bitch, go feed your kid and then bring him back. Don't bring no food in front of no motherfucking kids and tell them they can't fucking eat. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You dunce. I look right in the camera. I be so intense. But yeah, what you think? Y'all, this banana soup is good now that I tricked it out. I put some pancetta in it and then some cheese.
Some what? Some who?
I ain't repronouncing it. It's
Oh,
pretty much like fancy bacon. It's pig.
oh.
And some seasoning because, well, you know us. Most pre-made food is probably not pleasing to black people's taste buds
Well, you put
because
a
how
little bit
we
of salt,
season.
pepper, and garlic in there.
Oh, no, I put a little more in it.
Oh,
Because they be saying
okay.
garlic powder and well, let's see what it's saying. If yes, they garlic powder, all that stuff, and blah blah blah. I don't taste nothing, Shane. You know we need a little more help. Just like mac and cheese. If I do buy a prefix from the store, the few places that I will get it. Y'all know who do good with prefix of food? Sprouts. It was so fucking good. I don't gotta put no butter on it. I mean, no, not butter. No, seasoning on it or nothing. We gonna go there when you come here next time.
Okay.
Oh, we also gonna be doing our taste test of Megan's tequila, y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I don't know if we're gonna do it. We'll probably just do it on the talk instead of episode. Or yeah, we'll see. But yeah, what did you
Ooh.
think of my red flags, one-sided relationships, or closure?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, and yours are not too far from mine's too. Like, so yeah,
Okay, well let
definitely.
me your next two.
I think you had already said this. One is projecting,
Mm-hmm. Deflection,
and
pretty similar. Yeah.
yeah, and the other one, everyone's favorite, lying.
I we've hit a disagreement, friend.
You like when people lie to you?
No, I've accepted that people will lie in the right scenario, myself included. They have before and will if I need to. And I just think that's being more realistic. Now, do I think what pisses me off is stupid lies? If like lying for no reason, there's a reason. But usually when people lie, it's out of fear, safety, or manipulation. But it doesn't always be. It's not always just purely I want to lie just to lie. SZA be lying.
No,
I love her, but
no.
she be lying. They be
All
catching
right,
her
not too
up.
much for my girl now.
I was just about to say I don't care though, but she do be lying. Her lies ain't hurt nobody. I never had a TV growing up. Girl, it's a picture of you with a TV or line. But, I don't really care. Like, the music is good. I'm still gonna listen. Hers ain't hurting nobody though.
So, what if you were in a? I'm just trying to get a deeper understanding. What if you were in a
Okay.
relationship and your partner has cheated and or is cheating on you, and they lie to you out of
Now
fear?
that, no, cheating is unforgivable for me. Um, Especially sex. I don't know about a kiss. I don't know. Maybe that is like no. I still don't think even just a kiss. I think even a kiss I'd be gone. Um, Sexual health is too important to be playing with like that. and it's a, it's a it's a world of fishes. So nah, I don't think that worked. That's not an appropriate setting to lie. Excuse me. I'm talking
So
about that
yours
white
would be
lie.
maybe like
Mine would be
white
like,
lies.
yeah, that like that white lie that you told your boss when you stick there. And that's you. I'm just saying this.
Oh,
Is there a
never
story
mind.
there?
Huh?
Is there a story there?
I won't say what job, or
Uh-oh.
location, but
Y'all see, I'm messy. I get the cheat.
back in the day, um, someone stayed up all night, because I couldn't go to sleep, and I was on the
Mhm.
phone with said individual. Long story short, had to be to work before the sun comes up. Again, won't give too much information. And by the time I did go to sleep, it was 2 hours before the start of my shift. So I called my supervisor and I told her I had food poisoning.
Period.
So like that, little white lies.
There
Because it's
we go.
either I stay home for the day and rest up, or I come to work and potentially mess
Life.
up some. Yeah, pretty much.
And I'd rather you actually do that. So there we go. See, there's an appropriate situation to lie, really. But yeah, white lies. People they'll lie to impress people as well. Like you can kind of see through people bullshit most of the time. So as long as you're lying, like for instance, that like this is one thing, and we're gonna talk about Bravo a little later. But Portia told Candy that she was planning to drug her and bring her to her sex dungeon in her house, and her and her husband's gonna rape her. That is what Portia told Candy in a moment of a heated argument to win the argument. Because I can't believe that she genuinely believed that. She heard it from Phaedra. She was able to throw the heat off Phaedra after Candy sent her to cease and desist. But Portia carrying that lie could have damaged Candy's reputation. They was under her photos calling her Pill Cosby. That's not fucking cool. Ty, undo your lip. Undo your lip. Think about how you would feel if somebody was calling you that. It ain't funny.
Um, I kind of
You
got called that today, so I can talk.
kind of did it. Oh my God. So at any rate,
Hmm.
that's what I was saying though. Like that type of lie, I can never get behind somebody like that. That's why it's got me hollering that people is calling y'all Portia fans Paga and Puddles. Paga is from Barney Blue. Shout out to her because you know Maga, Paga, Portia, Portia plus Mega. And Puddles is by Erica De Niro TV. Shout out to her. Y'all definitely go check out her content. She said Puddles because that's as deep as it goes. Because like Portia, she's pretty. That's it. She's a pretty face, fat ass, nice teeth here and there when they're not trying to fall out her mouth. You are so low down and dirty. It sounded like her teeth was about to fall out her mouth. What she said. I gotta find you that clip. But real talk, that's all it is with Portia is looks. She's pretty. She has that halo effect. Once you start peeling back the layers of how she does people, and no, it don't have to be just Fowler. We could talk about Shamia. We could talk about Lauren, her sister, how she did her sister when she was pregnant and working as her assistant. Like this is a narcissist. I don't know what else y'all see. Like I really don't know. But nonetheless, neither here nor there, y'all go up. This y'all business. By the set that people are gonna love attractive people, regardless of how much bullshit they do. Um, I mean, it doesn't help that they have another lady on there, Kenya, and she's the villain of the show. So it's just easy to blame her for everything when she be making sense a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like one season, they had a sleepover and Portia fucked the stripper. If this was not a reality show, what would y'all be talking about the next day? Who was fucking the stripper? Also, Kenya told them girls that night before she was crying to them, and she said, "I don't have no help. I'm a single mother." You know, she was on her color purple shit, but she was letting them know really the stresses that she's going to, and nobody at that table gave a fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna blow up your spot. Yep, you was fucking a stripper, and you did it at work. If you didn't want it to be talked about, don't do it with cameras there. We don't owe no girl code because y'all didn't owe me none when I explained my trouble to y'all. So when Kenya takes the approach she does, like they make sense to me. I'm a person who believes in give the same energy. Sorry. And then to me, that's not childish. This is real. That's realistic for me. I don't know. But at any rate, um, so back to my next two. I'm gonna actually do three. Um, reckless with Mad Day is a red flag for me. Emotions and likability over facts and logic. We're just gonna use that proportion, Kenya, earlier. Um, and then people who don't use turn statements. And then closed-minded people and agents. Well, no, I can say those two. Okay, all right. I have one left. I was just gonna knock them all out. But okay, so let's tackle reckless with Mad Day. I do believe that if you fall out with a friend and you keep pushing their buttons, throwing subliminal shots on social media, stuff like that, you know somebody knows your shit. If you don't want to be sprayed, you might not want to do that. But when people just go off the handle exposing people for no reason, I do not understand that. Can't respect it. Can't get with it. Now, if somebody pokes you and provokes you, hey, like when Amber Rose, I mean, I don't fuck with ass no more, but I ain't gonna hold you. It was funny as fuck when she hashtag Kanye fingers in the booty ass bitch. She knew what she was doing. That nigga working hip hop by a bunch of men who are all performing masculinity all day long. Um, well, till they get in their bedroom, so we're stopped. But nonetheless, um, so she knew what her saying that was going to do. Now, normally I would say if you was okay with putting your finger in that booty, then keep that in your bedroom. Don't diss it now. But he threw a shot at her and said that he needs 1,000 baths after her being with her, and he said that to diss her and uplift Kim Kardashian, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, she exposed that you got fingers in your booty by her. That was equal to me.
1,000 baths?
Yeah, he said something like that. 1,000 showers to wash her off of him. That is so nasty. The way y'all be talking about women. Ugh. And take Amber Rose out of it. I was just saying, just women in general. It's nasty. Angel Reeves is one of them. Y'all be attacking the shit out of that girl, and I do not like it. The way y'all be talking about her features. Nasty.
1,000 baths.
Sex lives. Um, Emotions, likability over facts and logic. You can like someone all day, but the facts and the logic are still there. Prime example, Martin is something that made me laugh growing up. Now looking back, because I have a sense of colorism and a heightened awareness of it, Shanae and that whole stick that Martin had was whack as fuck. It was it funny? Yes, but was it problematic as hell? And did it not have detrimental um effects to dark skinned women growing up at that time? There was this content creator that I was watching, her name is Maya Was World. And she talks about how it was going to school after the character Shanae was revealed and the horror stories that her and other dark skinned women had growing up because of people seeing that character of Black women. And that can be said the same for a lot of these entertainers, rappers alike, or not rappers so much, but rappers in a different sense with the sexualizing of Black women, but in their imagery. But with the whole, and again, these are facts. I like hip hop, but it is what it is. Y'all went to the courts and got freedom of speech and music to call Black women bitches and hoes. That's what Uncle Luke did. I can still listen to the songs, but I know what it is. One doesn't cancel the other. Remember that binary thinking I mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like stuff people do not be connecting stuff because they're are infatuated with it or love it and they can't see things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Even if it
Yeah.
still brings you joy or nostalgia or laughter. It's like these artists when they get when Mad Day happens to them. Somebody let out, hey, they assaulted me, they did this, they did that. You don't know these fucking people. We don't know what they do in their personal life. There's few artists that I get a genuine good vibe from. Kiki, like co-workers. Kiki Palmer.
You're so
But
slow.
Kiki Palmer is one of them. Uh, she got that Whitney Houston aura about her. Whitney Houston was another one. Like people still talk about Whitney Houston to this day and how good of a person she was. All of her flaws and problems aside, you know what I'm saying? She was still a sweet person. Unless she needed to check your ass, and that's one thing I like too. Like Whitney wasn't afraid to step into her shadow side and embrace, you know, when I need to check you. Crack is wet. So, but I
You
don't.
better leave go.
Yeah, I'm a survivor. I miss Whitney, dog. Oh my god, that was enough for me when Kanye West posted that video, the album cover of Whitney Houston's bathroom, used it as his album cover. That is
Yeah,
so
that was a
fucking just.
little
It's not
weird.
just the fact that he platforms whiteness, but he goes out of his way to disrespect blackness and black women in the process. That bitch need to be in the conservatorship. And it should have been known long before he called Beyonce the kids the R word. But if that's the
Yeah, that
camel that broke the
was
straw back,
fucked up.
whatever. Get that bitch out of here. The music ain't even good no more. Y'all are holding on to a nigga's peak era of graduation. I'ma say that, and I've only heard songs from his and there. But every time I tuned in, this is not like you know how Jay-Z elevated his imagery? Let's be clear, he probably still very much with the shits, can get somebody handled if he needs to audit. But his music elevated. I don't hear that when I hear Kanye, the few times I have his current stuff. And that Jesus stuff is some bullshit. Grifting ass shit. Not the religion I'm saying, well, not religion as a whole, but I'm saying him attaching that to his brand. Ain't nothing godly about it, nigga. Except for the fact that y'all look at him as one. Yeah. Um,
Squinty poop.
but like I said, like ability, they have y'all looking stupid. Um, but yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Portia and Kenya, real quick. Um, like Bravo, the favoritism, the colorism. Like I mentioned earlier, Kenya is the villain. Um, Candace is the villain. Quad is the villain. There's a common pattern here. They all cannot pass a paper brown test. Paper brown is crazy because it's paper brown bag. But we get what I'm trying to
Mhm.
say. Um, like it's very crazy to see. And I think there's multiple things going on. Like with Kenya, okay, she's looked at as a villain, but y'all be demonizing her when things are not even like the. And I'm glad to see it's kind of changing a little bit. Like everybody is making it clear that Brie Edie is tripping about this ring thing because Kenya is old school. So her asking where's your band at, like it made sense. She was genuinely confused. She might have said it in a shady tone because Brittany just said, "Oh, so all of y'all are getting divorced." Yeah, girl, you got to get a shade. You got to get some shade thrown back at you. But I mean, she did also sound genuinely confused. Like, where's your band at? Is this your second marriage? Like, it was a little innocent moment of confusion that she's still bringing this up in episode 3 times.
Mm.
Girl, it's not that big of a deal. Like, now you've made it clear that production told you to go after her. And you took the bait, and girl, now, can you about to hold up a poster board of maybe you sucking so deep? Jesus. She
Go,
held
go,
up.
go, go.
Brittany Edie, who is this hoe? That's how she did it. Kenya, no. They did my girl wrong time. They took out her like Kenya. She's the villain of the show, but she's the reason why the drama be so good too. Like she keeps the show going. She's been at this for some time. She's a good reality star, like lover or hater. But um, she doesn't get the respect. It's like the network. One thing I can give them is they stand on business. Like the fans be complaining about this. We want this person back. They want this. They do stuff when they want to and when they want how they want to. They've been asking for Nene Rack for 5 years now. Shit still ain't happening. It's probably not gonna happen. I would like for her to stop answering that question, and I want her to tell them to stop asking her in interviews because it's starting to look like it's begging at this time.
Mhm.
Just my 2 cents. But we want Mariah back. We want Nene back. We want this person back. We want blah blah blah. Bravo don't give a fuck what y'all want, y'all. Real talk. And I said it off the cuff when I was tweeting somebody back, but I told them, think about it like this: Bravo gets a percentage of those women's businesses if they show them on the show. They probably make enough money from that and sponsors to not really care about if we want people around or not. Because it's all Robin Dixon would have been gone a long time ago. Hell, she would have been gone if things were fair. Y'all want to talk about villains and fucking no accountability. Why was King, like I mentioned earlier in another podcast, King was punished for getting married off air, but Robin wasn't. And the only difference is Robin is this color. And she gonna keep telling y'all she black, and I don't believe it. I'm sorry. Like both her parents are mixed, but she looked like a white lady. Like my thing is, I don't tell you how to identify, but in my head, I'm just gonna go with whatever the world's gonna treat you like. Like Halsey has a half black. She's half black. She said her nipples brown. I hollered.
Oh,
Yeah, I said not the two tone, but Halsey is part black. But and I mean, I'm willing to let my girl slide on the braids. I be having to remind myself when I see her. I'll be like, who is it? But then I go back, I'll be like, okay, it's Halsey. She had a black daddy. But I don't know how I would feel if Halsey said nigga. Why? Because she don't look like a nigga. Somebody more like Drake, even though he be cosplaying everybody, he can get away with that because he kind of look a piece of black. Sometimes he be looking Arabic, actually. That is one ambiguous ass motherfucker. Certified lover voice, certified pimp. Stop. So,
wah,
anyway,
wah, 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 wah.
but no, going back to what I was saying, keep the same energy. That's my thing. If Kenya should have been sat down like this in front of everybody with her confessional snatch, then so should have Giselle after she said that Chris was trying to assault her and assaulted Deborah. She was alluding to that. I'm sorry. She alluded to that, but she straight up said he assaulted Deborah. That man didn't even touch Deborah. Wasn't even much looking her way when they played that playback. And that's why she cussed your white looking ass out, as you deserve. I don't know if I want Candace to come back, y'all, because I don't think Giselle is like it's gonna be dark. I don't want her to. Giselle's not gonna own up to what she did, and Candace ain't gonna move on without that. And I still don't think she would be friends with her anymore. Especially at this point, since there's been so long since an apology. But it's not gonna. I don't think that's a good idea unless they're gonna get rid of Giselle and they not. She their favorite because she got light skin and green eyes, and that's all it has to be because she hasn't had a storyline in 4 seasons, except for Milan and people's marriages getting cussed out for it. She peaked in college. That's what I think happened. She moves like a sorority queen. I think she peaked in college. She's always hazing the new girls. It's very weird. Um, and then it's like when you hear Giselle's story, you kind of want to feel bad for her because she's very stoic. So I can tell she was probably raised by parents who don't believe in emotions and things like that. So it makes sense why she's that archetype. And then she also like her husband is or ex-husband was Pastor Jeremiah. Do you know who you know Jamal Bryant, the pastor? Oh well, he's one of those famous black pastors. But he cheated on her with women in the congregation. Allegedly, he was putting her through so much she ended up going to a mental hospital.
I believe it.
Yeah, these niggas will fuck. What Megan said? Well, I mean, I don't know. Giselle was rich at this time. She did mention embezzlement in that interview, though. I mean, in that reunion. Sounded like you know something about that, Giselle. Just learn. But she said, rich people better watch they back, fuck around, be laid up with your enemy. I said, oh, ain't that a doing too? Cause these niggas. Oh my God, Kelly is this housewife on there. Her husband looked like a boogaloo.
Well, ooh, well, no. Oh,
And her
God.
ex-husband, he beat her, had her in the closet hiding from her. She was calling the cops. He took $500,000 from out of the restaurant. Yes. Women, you do not I just want to say this. I'm not victim blaming, but before we go back to what I was talking about, women, y'all do not need to get with these men that are like subparly under attracted to y'all trying to give the nice guy a chance because they usually resent y'all for it. Like, y'all really do need to remember it's a thin line between love and hate. It really is. A word to the wise. But, um, yeah, the likability, the emotions over the logic. Y'all just be doing it with the favoritism, with the stars. The cast, I really don't be liking it. Y'all be doing it with, like, y'all be colorist as fuck too. Like, I mean, granted, and Like there's literally 3 black shows, um, or like maybe a handful of black shows on Bravo, and there's no coincidence that Quad, Kenya, and Candace are, all dark skinned as hell, beautiful as fuck, well spoken, articulate, and I think that makes y'all colorist people even more mad because you can't clock them. They pretty, they well spoken. Yeah, they get shit wrong. They got their flaws. Quad dramatic as fuck. Kenya, when she wanna go there with you, she'll go there, and sometimes she take it too far, like she did. Candace used to cry too much. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say that because crying is how she cry, how she does things. But she did used to be a little bit more on the immature side of things, before she and Chris had a couple seasons, and I feel like she has grown and matured. She's doing her music. She's doing great things. She got a song with Tracy Braxton, may she rest in peace, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and like give people time to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, we're watching a show that's manufactured, so they're gonna paint whatever narrative they want. But y'all just be harping on that shit, incident after incident. Like, for instance, Quad with the whole getting drunk and making Dr. G uncomfortable. Fuck Dr. G. Dr. G drug a woman down the stairs. We don't give a fuck if he uncomfortable, bitch. He should be uncomfortable every moment of his life. Fuck wrong with y'all? Make no damn sense. But at any rate, if she getting drunk and doing the most with him, I don't give a fuck because he came back on this show with his new wife to antagonize Quad and to stick it to her because he got a new wife that's younger that can give him what he wants. And now she done lied in the DMs talking about she can give you what you want. And she is possibly infertile and can't give you what she wants or what you want. So T out here looking dumb too. My God. I mean, at least she's swinging back on him. She military trained. And she said they're hitting each other too. So Ty, you don't even know this show, but I just told you that an abusive man that was abusing his first wife is abusing his second one, having physical combat with her. But everybody is trying to make this the ex-wife's fault. These bitches don't need to be on this show. They need to be. I don't even think a person like Greg can get therapy. Hell, he's a psychiatrist himself, and we see why the ratings do go
Oh,
through. Yeah. Sometimes that's the worst thing you can get with is a doctor or a psychiatrist. My God.
those be the ones.
And it makes sense too, because I mean, you got to think at like for them to function at work with all the death and stuff they have to deal with, you do kind of have to be a little soulless motherfucker to not take all that shit in. You can't be really empathetic because then you're gonna be too overwhelmed unless you're gonna turn to alcohol or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at any rate, nonetheless, Quad said they was fucking 15 times. She playing around, they playing the game. That's what she answered 15 times. They are in the newlywed phase of their couple, their relationship, so they could be fucking 15 times. Who knows? Who cares? She said that she was drunk, she was being extra. T said somebody lying. So at that point, and really T and Quad wasn't even really arguing too heavily. It wasn't until Gregory got his ass loud and proud. That's when things started escalating. Talking about something. We don't give a fuck what you think. Bitch. Now, a nigga ain't gonna talk to me like to his wife like that in my face, but you're not gonna talk to your ex-wife like that in my face either. What the fuck? Who raised y'all niggas? Franklin, the turtle ass looking bitch.
Oh.
Always popping that shit. Ken came forward, you was running backwards, moonwalking, and then you wanna once you behind somebody, I knew you was like that. I knew you was like that. That's how I knew your girl like that. Shut the fuck up, you Mickey Mouse ass bitch.
Woo!
I can't. I don't see y'all. I don't. Can the fans of Dr. Gregory and Sweet Tea please stand up? So at any rate, and then like y'all aren't even seeing the fact that he is making triangulation with them in this bullshit. Cause her and Quad really don't need to have no problem. Well, now she doing it herself too. Cause I'm sorry, you showed up with the same dress that she had in the confessional, and then your speed dating service was called Sweet and Savory, and that's the name of her spices that she put out 4 years ago or whatever. It's giving a single black female, or somebody production made her do that to kind of play into that. I don't know, but child, y'all talking about some throwing stuff out that's Quads. Why do y'all still have her stuff in the house? It's just getting weird. I don't understand how y'all going up to these people. I really don't. Quad dramatic as fuck. She going her color purple monologues, as do we all, as do I have. But like at the end of the day, what did she do to them women? Besides that sister circle who was being there for her when she needed a time or when she had a dark time during her divorce that was abusive. And y'all sat up there and said she was lying, she wasn't abused. And Andy Cohen had to check y'all and say, he said on footage, yes, we fought. And y'all still didn't really like circle around. I don't know. It was a weird, it's a weird dynamic on Marriage and Medicine with them and Quad. Ugh, I don't understand. I wish she just get a spin off and just go off and do her own thing. But nonetheless, I mean, um, people who don't use turn signals, child, why are you making me try to guess what you gonna do? I wanted something simple after all those deep conversations. Because I thought
Turn
that
signal.
like, and don't get me wrong, I went to driving school, so I actually am trained to think 12 seconds ahead of the road. You can't always save yourself. I have had a few collisions. They happen. Some I was at fault, some I was not. But um, you, y'all motherfuckers just like, I don't know. It's so weird. And the way people drive, like, why if now I see why people don't use turn signals when they want to merge a little bit, because when you do, somebody that's all the way back here and you're here will start speeding up. Bitch, why are you speeding up? What are you doing? And some people do it like a deliberate nasty action, but I've watched people do it and like I'm like it's like an impulse for them. I don't understand it though. Are you dumb? Are you trying to get a check? Like what's going on?
Yep.
Have you not experienced that on the road before? Like that mind fucks me. It takes me a minute to retrieve myself back to my normal state when that happens. When I choose my turn signal and a bitch starts speeding up. Why would you do that?
I'm in Atlanta, and I just came from Chicago. So yes, I
This
greatly.
fucking Camaro whipped out in front of me in Atlanta once when I was Uber passenger with a truck full of drivers. I'm glad they was chill because I cussed. I cussed a hard F word. What's wrong with you, nigga? Da-da. My nigga voice came out.
Oh. Mm.
Three of your red flags, please. How many do you have left?
One, two, three, four, five.
Okay. Do three. I'll do my two, and then we'll wrap up with your two. So what's your next three?
Okay. Um, being too nice. I don't necessarily think that goes with love bombing. I mean, very similar, but to me, different.
Okay.
Because I feel
In
like
general,
love.
I can see that as being a red flag. But yeah.
Well, I say that because I feel like sometimes with people, being really, really, really nice, they might be it could be like some trauma there, like people pleasing. And sometimes with the people pleasing, it can be they're so willing to please you for you to like them that um they might take disrespect.
Mm-hmm. Or
Um
inconvenience themselves. That's something I had to tell my sister a lot of times. Like I'd be like, "Girl, you don't want to do it." Just say no. Like what the fuck? Like,
mhm.
and it takes a while to get there. It is because we're groomed in society to be a certain way, present a certain way, react a certain way. All this shit starts when we are children. It's in the
Yep.
cartoons, in the shows we watch. So I understand why people are the way they are. But when you pointed that out to them and they don't change, then it's like, you, you.
Yep. That's exactly it. Being too
Shut up.
nice and being too open, too willing to share, especially
Yeah,
if you're just meeting somebody, because it's like, okay. And then I
I
know
don't know
you
if I
can
need to
relate,
know
you
the
being a
truth.
bartender.
Oh my God, yeah. So I done heard about y'all abortions. I done heard about y'all sex positions. I done heard, oh my God, it should be a lot. It should be a lot. And then some of y'all are actually like forthcoming and say it, but some of y'all don't realize y'all volume when y'all are talking. And also I have that hearing of an owl, unfortunately. Good thing about that. But, or let's say it's advantageous and disadvantageous at other times. Oh my God, I leaned over to wash my hands and these white boys was talking about jerking off and something else. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
You know how
cute.
white boys are. I mean, you never
Uh,
know what somebody's sexuality is by looking at them, but they look to be straight presenting or whatever. But you know, white boys kind of ride that line of romance.
gay,
Niggas do too.
gay.
Y'all will do everything gay, but then you know that's another conversation for another day.
A bundle of sticks. And the last one, I hate you. And the third one, you've already said this, but I already had this one
What does it
written
look
down.
like?
Huh?
Oh, let me stop. I said, what that face I was making look like? Then I leaned in. I said, oh, let me stop.
This is stupid. um, can't control emotions.
Okay, yeah, I did lean on that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
and I mean, we're all works in progress. We're like when I sit up here and say what I say, I'm not trying to grandstand myself or act as if I'm perfect because none of us are. But at the end of the day, like we should all be working towards being a better version of ourselves in our finances and our well-being and our health, physically, mentally, um, spiritually. Like that's just something I believe in. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, if somebody being ain't shit and they're not causing no harm to nobody, I ain't finna chastise them. Excuse me, chastise them. But when motherfuckers are being terroristic, threat to society, I'm going to stand with my foot tight on your neck every day, every time we get on this microphone, every time. So, um, my last two are people. Oh, I just said that. Close-minded people, and then ageism. Ageism is so weird to me because if you're not aging, you dying. That's the alternative death. Um, yeah, I didn't understand that.
ooh,
I don't understand ageism. I really don't, because eventually we're all going to be whatever age you are clowning, God willing, because people are out here losing their lives all day, every day, for all types of useless reasons, nonsensical reasons, health failures, health problems.
stealing phones.
My God. Um, you want to talk about it with the people, or you good right now?
I'm embarrassed. I'll talk about it when I get over it.
Okay, we'll shelf it. It's okay. I respect that. Okay, so what are
Beware
your
of water
last?
boys. If you know, you know.
Um, y'all gonna get shot or ran over fucking with me because I'm trying to plan the trip, and I think it's gonna be Atlanta. I'm not gonna hold you. Um, I want a couple trips this year. Y'all manifest
You
ten
want to
thousand for
what?
me. Manifest 10,000 for me. We got that golf tournament coming up. I'm trying to make this shroom. Um, I want a couple trips, but I got so much. I already told you, I got so much stuff that I need to put money into here. Um, but yeah. What are your last few red flags?
So, um, always in the right and dramaful. Just always in drama.
That's wonderful.
Just, you know, I understand things happen in life, stuff that's out of your control, i.e., me these last 2 weeks, because God forbid, what the fuck. But, you know, if it's like a constant, everyday, all the time, you always constantly into something, and it's more so seeming like it's stuff that you really can't control, yeah, I feel like that's a really big red flag.
Yeah, true. I think people like that's one of the reasons why, like I mentioned earlier, that man passed out. As black men, do we face shit in America? Absolutely. But when that black man, black dark skinned bald man, passed out with a tattoo
Mm.
on his leg, shorts might have been sagging a little bit. When he passed out, everybody rushed to his aid.
Where were you?
Huh?
Where was this?
I was at patient care, or I was at urgent care.
We need to take a trip there when I come. So I can help.
A Harley Hustle whore. Um, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's what's on your mind when I told you this nigga passed out. So at any rate, like I said, when a nigga passed out, like people saw the humanity in him, regardless of his race, regardless of what they voted for, all that. So like at the end of the day, I do think, yeah, we see discrimination, things happen, and we know on an interpersonal level things are not changing. They're not as progressive as people would like us to think. They're still redlining. There's still all of the stuff that was put in place. 400-year head start, all that shit. Like I understand all of that, but at the end of the day, like sometimes I just see y'all being victim hood ass niggas, and I see a lot of coddling, and it's just like that's why Cecil is Simone's kids is how it is. Because it appears that Cecil is the coddling one and Simone tries to be the tough one and Cecil cancels her out. And them sons are lazy. They are lazy. That room is disgusting. It's nasty. Your parents are paying the rent. You can't at least keep the place clean.
Well, you did say you think one of them or maybe both had some type of.
I know, but still, like it gives more bomb. It just gives more bomb than that. Even if that is a part of it, it just gives bomb. Not really like you have to watch the scene to understand what I'm saying. You know, it could be that that's a factor, but it just gives majority we bombs.
Send it to me.
Them big ass teeth. My God, do he got veneers?
Tyson, that's not nice.
I'm just saying, like I wouldn't if your teeth is how they was. Like for me, I never made fun of Cardi B teeth. She can't help that. Now the teeth she got is good, but if she ain't got that teeth, girl, I might have had to like a couple jokes at your expense if she had got bad teeth. Like you paid for it and still got a bag. What's going on? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This damn pollen is on my y'all my calf look. I'm just saying.
Damn, you got a strong leg.
I'm just saying. I done started back cryotoning y'all. So when I get skinny on y'all and I'm naked on vacation, don't edit brand new y'all. It might your business. And you can't take no photos for free.
Tyson with the good knees.
Don't leave. My body is fine when I'm not working out, but when I ain't and I squat down to get something, them knees go pop, snap, crackle, pop. Why did I do it to the tone of the goldfish show? Because I'm high as hell. Do it do. So that was all the red flags.
Yeah, that's all the red flags I had.
Yay, let's go watch Blood of Zeus. And then I'm gonna struggle through editing this. You guys, if you would like to support our socials down below, including my Cash App, to contribute to the new laptop I need to get so we can get y'all this content faster than me having to wait 8 hours for a video to save, that'd be great. I'm just saying. Every bit helps.
Also, if anybody would like to contribute to me, I was robbed last week and I am trying to. Tyson was technically robbed too. We both were.
We was.
So we kind of need support if available.
It's available.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah. Um, what you think? Should I post this one, the whole version, or just post? Because I want to do, if we're doing audio, I want to do, like, do you think we should do a mixture of posting the whole version on YouTube and Spotify, then sometimes you post the snippets?
Um, I don't know how the marketing goes. I don't know. I'm gonna say post the whole thing, but just because I like it, but I don't know how that goes.
Okay. We'll do the whole thing for this episode. I'll do it on a case by case. If it's something that's like a little heavier, then I might clip it once it starts getting too dark because, YouTube and Spotify don't really censor like that. But yeah. Well, on that note, we're gonna go watch Blood of Zeus and edit this, and I will catch y'all on the next episode. Well, we will.
Bye, everyone. Y'all have a great day.
Bye,
Week.
y'all. And that's on what? Bleach, blonde, blab, lil.
Butch body. Beach.
All right, bye, y'all.